Ever read two books about the same idea, say The American Dream, and felt like you were in two different worlds? That's not an accident. Authors aren't neutral cameras simply recording what happens. They're more like painters, standing in a specific spot using a specific palette with a definite reason to create their art. First, consider their perspective, the spot where they stand. This is shaped by everything: the historical era they lived in, their cultural background, their social class, their gender. Think of Jane Austen, a middle-class woman in Regency England, versus Toni Morrison, a Black woman in contemporary America. Their social positions grant them fundamentally different views. Neither sees the whole picture, but both of their insights are invaluable. Then there's their purpose, the reason they picked up the brush. Are they trying to entertain, to critique society, to advocate for change? George Orwell's 1984 is a direct, didactic warning about totalitarianism. In contrast, Margaret Atwood's The Handmaid's Tale is a speculative critique, exploring the mechanics of gender depression. Different purposes create entirely different textures and tones. This is where it all comes together. Take F. Scott Fitzgerald and John Steinbeck, both writing about the American dream in the same cultural moment. Fitzgerald, a wealthy white male, mourns the dream's corruption from a position of comfort. For him, it was a beautiful promise that went sour. But Steinbeck, who witnessed the crushing poverty of the Great Depression, critiques the dream as a cruel myth, a false promise designed by the powerful to exclude the working class. Same moment, opposing perspectives. One sees a dream corrupted, the other sees a dream that was a lie from the start. Their social position determined their interpretation. So remember, a text is never universal. It's always constructed from somewhere for something. Understanding the who and the why behind the words is how you unlock their deepest meaning.